Hey guys, so today we're going to be going over how to make a awesome build-up with one of the cool presets that comes with FL Studio, Toxic Biohazard. And so let's jump right into it. We're going to make this noise that's going to basically sweep across and go from really bassy to really high. And if you bought FL Studio, then Toxic Biohazard comes with some presets already loaded, and you basically options load preset and you go into here, and we're looking for LED stinger. Alright, so that's the noise that we have, and so leave it as it is, and we're gonna create a pattern. And we want to make it 4 measures. And so you're gonna start. I like to start low, and a good frequency to set your sweep at is F. It's one of the best notes for kind of, I guess, grungy kind of sounding sweep. You'll hear what it sounds like when we get to it. Okay, and so now we have 16 bar. Now what you want to do is we want to change the pitch as it goes along. So FL Studio comes with the slide feature, so we're going to go all the way up to F7, and you're going to want to start at one of these bars after. So it's going to hit F4 first, and then it's going to start pitching up to F7. So press the slide button right here and click right here. And there we go. So that's that portion. Okay, so you get the picture. And what we're going to do is we're going to make it pump. Basically, we're going to sidechain it to the kick that we're using. So I don't know why I'm in pattern 13. Whatever. Okay. So make a 4. Actually, go into the piano roll. And what we're going to do is basically edit it ourselves. So okay. So we're going to start with a slow rising kick. So the first 4 we want to do every other, and then double time that. And then do that again. And for this last portion, we're gonna do it again. You need to go into snap to grid and then put it on half step. And if you don't know what I'm doing is when I have all these highlighted, I'll click on this. Before I press shift, I hold that down and I press it, and then you can move the copied version anywhere you'd like. So that's how you do that if you didn't know what I was doing. And then, yeah, so that's what we're doing with that. And so we're added that pattern in there. And what we want to do with this sweep is we don't want it to be blaring the whole time. So we're gonna filter it. So add this into your mixer. Add both of them into your mixer actually. And with the Toxic Biohazard, we're gonna add a Fruity Free filter. Bring your resonance down, leave like 1 bar or so. It's up to you. And then right click on your frequency and create an automation clip. And we're gonna start at about 40% and then go all the way up to 100%. And add a little bit of slip. Alright, so that's sounding good. And what we need to do is create another kick pattern just like this one. But what we want to do is make this every 4. So get rid of all this. And then highlight this, copy it over. Cool. So this, I'm sorry, I did that wrong. Okay, go back into your piano roll, copy all of that, Control C, delete, and we're gonna copy this kick. Clone it, sorry. And now we're gonna enter that into the piano roll. Press Control V and it will bring it back. Cool. Okay, so the reason I did that is because I want to sidechain to this kick and not this one, because this one it gets faster and faster and faster, and then ultimately if it gets to this part it's going to drown all this noise out. So we're going to sidechain to a different kick, and then we're not going to have this kick playing, so we're going to rename this to your sidechain kick. And then add that into your mixer. And that's a neat little trick you can do. If you press Alt, you can press left or right and it'll move it. And I like to do that, kind of like keep it organized and everything. And when you have this highlighted, what you want to do is right here there's this knob and it says to master up here. You want to bring that down to 0. So it's going to trigger, but you're not going to hear anything. And so what we're going to do is now we're going to highlight this again and then right click here, sidechain to this track, and we're going to add a limiter. And I have another tutorial on sidechaining, guys, so if you want to go check that out, it's good. I use it in every single one of my tracks, so it's a very vital thing to use in electronic dance music, so check that out if you don't know what sidechaining is. And so now when you listen, it's pumping to the kick that's playing down here. And what we're going to do is kind of at the end of the like 15 and 16, we're going to bring down the sidechain pump, so it kind of just releases all that energy. So bring back your limiter, and what we're going to do is that's what we're going to do and like bring that ratio down. So create an automation clip of the ratio. Alright, so I did that by pressing shift and using my mouse wheel, and it can move the track channels, whatever you want to move, up or down. And so we're going to keep this compression ratio by copying that value, and then we're going to go over to 15, paste that, and then bring this down to about there. And what that will do is kind of oh wait, I guess you gotta listen to the whole thing. So as you can hear, it basically released the sidechain of this kick, so it kind of just released all that energy and wasn't pumping anymore. And what else can we do? We can add a sweep with white noise, so bring up 3x oscillator, make your white noise, add it to, first rename it, add it to your mixer. So I'm basically doing the same exact thing that I did with the sweep, but it's for the white noise now. Okay, so now that we got that in there, we're gonna filter that white noise up, and then compression ratio, do the same thing. Down here. Alright, so now there's white noise in there. Alright, cool. So, what I like to do is I like to add in claps, but like heavily reverbed claps. So, I'm going to copy this, and then but I don't want those kind of claps. I want let's see here. Alright, that's good. Slap some cathedral on there, and then we got some nice echoey claps. Bring down the volume a little bit. And what we're gonna do is change the volume of them so it kind of brings them in. So here's a cool little thing you can do with the piano roll is you highlight them all. I mean, you don't have to highlight them all, but you can't have certain ones highlighted. And right click where you want to start, and then keep that right trigger down, and you're gonna basically highlight them all and then bring that down, and it'll keep it in a nice straight line so it builds them up through the pattern. Alright, so you get the picture. And so we have that, and what I want to add is a basically this build a bunch of energy, and you get to this point and it's like super crazy, but you want to pause right before you have your drop. So we're gonna do like a little breakdown with this sine drop, and 3-arc oscillator is good. I mean, you can use whatever you want. So throw in 3-arc oscillator. I already have a preset set for my just sine waves. Bring your CRS all the way down. You got a nice sine wave. We're gonna make this one measure. Sorry, one bar. Yeah. And then what we're going to do is we're going to drop the pitch. So put it to 12, which is 1 octave. And then highlight this area, just the pattern 17 area, and then right click on the pitch wheel and then create automation clip. So now what we're going to do is you want to start at 50% but bring it down just like that. And I'll go with a lower tone. You probably can't really hear that, but it's really bassy if you have your sub turned up, so it feels nice right before the drop. And then you need to add in like a little break sound, so like a deep kick would be nice. Now we're going to add some reverb to that. Not much, but enough. So just leave it on the default, bring this down to about 50%. Maybe less. Alright, so with all that together, Alright, so I hope this has helped, and as always, you can add in your own samples, figure out what sounds best for you. If you don't like the sweep, you probably can mess around with Toxic Biohazard, change the pitches and stuff, whatever you want to do. And but yeah, just go off this basis. It's good for really building up the energy and then releasing it just right before your drop. And so yeah, so I hope this helped, guys. If it did, you have any comments, leave them right below the video. If you like it, thumbs up. And yeah, if you have any suggestions for future videos or have any questions, message me through YouTube, and I try to get back as soon as I can. So yeah, have a great day.